For years we've been pressurised into concentrating all our energy and resources on one very short period of time, the present, and to disregard all that has gone before, even though the present is just a mere second of time, equivalent to one small book in the biggest library of books ever. Well, perhaps it's time to break the rules.
I think it's time. Yes, it's time to bring history back to life.
Cool, it's amazing.
Creamer Cats TV.
Please subscribe to my cardboard time machine and don't forget to rate my video. Hello YouTubians, recently I did a video of some 1920s dancing cards and I sneaked in some cards of motor cars, roaring 20s motor cars. An 805 Road King said, "Very interesting mate, I like the motor car cards." So abracadabra, here they are. Let's have a look through these fantastic photographic cards from the mid-1920s. This series was issued by WD&HO Wills around 1926. I've split the screen in two so that you can see both the photographic pictures on the fronts and the detailed descriptions on the reverse of the cards at the same time. Although the backs are not perhaps as visually stunning as the fronts, they certainly hold a wealth of information. For instance, if you gaze towards the bottom of this particular card, you will see that it says, with acknowledgement to the Autocar magazine. And here's one of the actual magazine covers from the 1920s. Apparently they were founded in 1895, when there were only about 6 cars in the whole of Britain. I reviewed motor car trade card sets on my YouTube channel from as far back as the early 1900s and potentially from the tail end of the 19th century itself. The problem with the earliest automobiles is that they tend to come in all sorts of odd, weird shapes and sizes, with beauty and style perhaps left as an afterthought. It was the Wild West of motoring at that time, and the oldest vehicles clearly look as though they've been designed by some mad professor or by a mixture of wealthy hobbyists and engineers in their garage or stables, perhaps explaining why some of the oldest vehicles look as though they've been literally made from horse carriages, carts, even bicycle parts and boats, whatever was lying around at the time. You do get the feeling that in the 1920s, as seen on these cards, things did start to settle down considerably into set styles that are instantly recognisable by today's public. Today, I'm sure a lot of people would argue that our modern vehicles are too overly uniform, predictable and generic, and compared with those early vehicles, rather lacking in character and individuality. Okay, that's the end of part 1. See you in part 2, where you'll be able to feast your eyes on lots more classic vehicles. Now that you've seen that video, you might want to click on the other short videos to complete the series. And do you remember those late Victorian cars that I mentioned earlier in this video? Click on the 4th video to see some of those. And I've also done a review of some Edwardian motor car cards and also a colourful set of 1930s motor vehicles. And there's a review of some classy black and white 1950s motor cars. And last but not least, 1960s I Spy motor cars. Thanks for watching.